Hi, my name is Ulysses Owens. In terms of HQ practice pads, I've used them since I started playing. I've been playing since I was about 2 years old. I started in church. My mother's a choir director, father was a sound man. And so from there, I began experimenting with the drums. When I started taking formal drum lessons, I started experimenting with different practice pads. And there's many out on the market. And someone told me, they said HQ is the pad to get. And when I first got it, I said, man, it was weird for me because I never had a pad that helped me play. You know, you have other pads where you beat into them or they're kind of dead, but this one really helps you play. And so for me with the HQ, I actually take a 6-inch one on the road with me. And for many touring drummers, you know, when you get on the road, half the time you're not going to see your drum set until sound check. They may come to you if it's a huge festival and say, hey, we have 15 drum sets, which one would you like? And you may get a chance to mess with your drum set before the gig, but more than times not. A lot of times what happens is you're going to get on a plane, you're going to get off the plane after 5, sometimes 13, 14 hours, depending on where you go. You're going to check into your hotel, and that's going to be your practice time. So for me, I have my 6-inch practice pad. I keep a pair of sticks in my suitcase. When I get to my hotel, I rest, I do what I need to do, and then I take my pad out, I put it on the bed or on the desk or whatever is going to be a firm foundation, and I do a routine similar to what I'm going to show you. When you're practicing, especially when you're on the road, because that's to me what it seems like most drummers want to do, you really want to have a warm-up that makes sense. You don't want to figure out how to be in the fastest drummer competition. You need something that is going to be a great thing to get your hands warmed up, because you're thinking you've been sitting on a plane or on a bus, your hands are very cold, depending on what climate you're in. Now it's the fall, so all the places I'm going to be going to, I'm battling the weather. So you really want to get these joints warmed up, because if not, you can hurt yourself. So the first thing that I do, I play double strokes, and I'll sometimes set a timer, and my timer may actually be whatever my favorite TV show is. And so I'll say either 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or I'll do it for the whole time of like a 30-minute segment. And I'll do something very simple like this. I play traditional and match, but since I do a lot of jazz, today I'll demonstrate for right now traditional. I'll do something like this. I can take a very slow tempo, and I normally pat my foot on 1 and 3. And at this point, my hands are just trying to figure out what's going on. Just getting them very, very used. I try to keep it in a V shape, just very even. Then I may double up. Now, one thing I want you to also notice, my dynamic level is very even and almost can kind of be, you know, piano, mezzo, forte. And at that point, you don't want to stress your limbs too much. The next thing I may do is I may double and do this. And then do dynamic exercises. And the thing that I do the most is I play my double strokes inverted. So I play them almost like in 6. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Da, 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 da. And so what I do, I take that and then I start mixing other rudiments in the mix of that, so that it kind of becomes this, like I'm kind of improvising, but I'm mixing all my rudiments together. So I'll do something like I may go faster, or I may go slower. A lot of times when I go slower, I bring the sticks up so to really work on my control. I once heard a story about Tony Williams that before he would go on to a gig, he would stay in the back of the dressing room and he would practice with his sticks way up high. And it really makes you deal with your abdominal muscles and really get control over your sticks. So for me, when I have my HQ practice pad, I'm able to really access a lot of different practice routines. The last one I'll talk about, which to me I can only really do on this pad, is the ride cymbal for me is the main thing. And so a lot of times I like to do warm-ups with my ride cymbal. But on the practice pad, you can get that same level of firmness with the practice pad as you do with the ride cymbal, as well as with the snare drum. So a lot of times I'll position my sticks like this, kind of with the right stick kind of in the corner, or if you're a left-handed drummer, the other way. And I'll do a rudiment where, or not a rudiment, but an exercise where I start off like this. Get a nice ride cymbal pattern. So for me, when you get a real fill practice pad, that's going to really round out your musical accessories as a drummer. I think you need to have obviously great cymbals, great drums, but you need to have heads, because heads are what make the drum set come to life. And having a great practice pad is what's going to make what you do off the bandstand affect what you do on the bandstand. So hope you enjoyed what I did. I hope you can take some of these exercises and you can take them and do many things with them, and I think they'll help you really maintain your playing, because really as a drummer, when you get to a certain level of touring and recording, you're not looking to try to be the fastest or the guy that has the most blistering chops. You want to be able to maintain what chops that you do have and keep a consistent sound, because sound is really the most important thing. And having HQ and Evans part of my career is just helping me very much, and I'm very grateful to them.